Chapter 1 Coruscant. After traveling non-stop for the last few months, Seer suggested that the Mantis crew should lay low. She already figured Coruscant would be their best bet since she had an apartment out there. Cal has also been helping Seer with her connection to the Force, but she's been extremely hesitant to let an inch of it back in. Ever since the last encounter they had with Darth Vader, her walls have gone back up. As the Mantis began to make their descent, Grease called for Cal. "Take a seat, kid. We're making our way to Coruscant." "You know, Grease, next year I'll be 21. Can't call me kid forever," Cal implied while sitting down. "Until you're my age and have a lot of adult experience, I will call you kid till the day I die." Cal chuckled lightly at Grease's comment. Once they arrived to the planet, everyone was in complete awe of how massive the city was. "So this is Coruscant," said Marin. "Yes. Overwhelming, isn't it?" Seer added. "Any signs of the Empire?" Cal asked. "Only in the center of the city. That's why we're staying on the outskirts," Seer implied. "So what are we going to do in the meantime? Just sit around and do nothing until the Empire greets us?" Grease replied sarcastically. "Don't worry. We'll be safe. Just until we know where to go next," Seer reassured. "The sooner we get there, the better." After Grease hid the Mantis out of sight, Seer guided everyone to the location of her apartment. The second they stepped inside, they were all in absolute awe, mesmerized by the massive apartment. "Wow, it's like the size of a penthouse," Grease began. "It was one of the many perks of being a Jedi," Seer replied. "The rooms are on the right, so feel free to choose whichever one you want." Cal felt BD-1 jump off his back, running quickly to the nearest room. Cal ran after his droid, following closely behind. "For a small droid, he sure is fast," Cal thought to himself. Once Cal entered the room with BD-1, the lights inside began to illuminate. Now taking in his new surroundings, he looked around the bedroom curiously. It felt strange to settle down for a bit, but Cal knew there was still work to be done. One thing Cal did notice the minute they landed in Coruscant was the fact that he felt a strong connection in the Force. Was it possible a Force sensitive could be near? He couldn't help but wonder. Should he even mention this to Seer? Cal felt BD-1 climb onto his back again as he sauntered out of the room, now making his way towards the outside balcony. Lucky for him, Seer happened to be there as well. "Already settled in, Cal?" she replied while admiring the view. "Yeah. Seer, is something on your mind?" Cal asked. "A lot, actually. But one thing in particular," she replied. "Before the purge happened, my master, Cordova, told me there was something hidden within the Jedi Temple, but it was planted in there by someone else." "What, like another holocron?" "I'm not sure, but all I know is it's vital that I find it." She adds, "You can't go there alone, Seer. I'm coming with you," Cal protests. "No, Cal. I've dragged you into enough trouble as it is. This is something I have to do on my own," Seer replies sternly. "That's a huge risk, Seer. The Empire is probably crawling around that area." "I can handle it, Cal." "You sure about that? With the current state of mind you're in, I don't think you can." Seer walked away slowly, not looking Cal in the eye. He felt an instant guilt wash over him after a sudden snap. "Seer, I'm sorry. That's not what I meant." Seer replied once more, but the tone in her voice came off rather cold. "It's fine. We need to discuss the plan with Grease and Marin." After Seer gathered everyone into the main living room, she did most of the talking, while Cal stayed quiet. "Well, now that we're settled in, you're all going to stay put here until I return from the Jedi Temple." "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa. Time out. You're going out there? While the Empire is still on high alert for us?" Grease replied worryingly. "There's a holocron hidden in the temple that no one has recovered. It could hold important information that may help us against the Empire," Seer added. "Until I return, Cal will be in charge." It killed Cal to stay quiet, but he knew he couldn't change Seer's mind. Once she had her sights set on something, there's no turning back. Grease replied with yet again another sarcastic remark. "May I remind you two that the last time you searched for a holocron, it almost got us all killed?" "We're still here, aren't we?" Cal implied. Besides, Seer knows the city better than any of us. Seer was slowly getting impatient and cut the argument short. It's important that I do this, Grease. I need you to trust me. I'll be fine. You'll need this, Marin added, tossing her a robe. Thank you, Marin. And Cal, I need to speak to you one moment before I leave in the morning. She motioned for Cal to follow her outside the balcony again. Cal, if anything happens... It won't. You'll make it back and find the holocron, Cal reassured. Just look out for everyone. And don't go out into the city whatsoever. Not even for me. I can't do that, Seer. Cal, this is serious. Coruscant isn't the same as it once was. The Empire has taken over every single inch of it. I don't want you to get captured or be seen. I understand your concerns, but I'm done hiding, Seer. Besides, I need to know if there's any Force sensitives out there. We can't blow our cover. Please just stay put until I return. Cal sighed in defeat, looking away from Seer. Fine. Be careful, okay? And may the Force be with you, he added. Seer didn't say another word and walked back inside, leaving Cal alone as he gathered his thoughts. The next day, Seer had already left, leaving everyone else at the apartment. Grease kept everyone busy by trying a few card games he had, but Cal was already getting antsy staying put. He placed his cards down and interrupted for a quick moment. Hey, Marin, can I talk to you for a second? Marin nodded in response and placed her cards down as well. Sure. BD1 will take our place until we come back. Capiche? I'm not going to argue with the witch, Grease mumbled. Night sister, Cal corrected him. They both walked into another room to get some privacy. Let me guess, Marin began. You want to go out into the city. How did you know? Cal asked. You're pretty easy to figure out, Cal. You've had that anxious look since Seer left, she added. That obvious, huh? He chuckled lightly. Why do you wish to go out into the city? She asked. You want the truth? I won't let you go until you tell me, she implied. All right. I felt something in the Force. I think it may be a Force-sensitive child. How can you be sure? She asked. I feel a really strong presence, almost as if it's calling to me. All I know is that I have to find them before the Empire does. Can you please cover for me until I get back? I will, but we better keep in touch. That way I know you're all right. Cal quickly pulled a comlink out, handing it to Marin. Just press down on that button when you want to speak to me, he instructed. Got it. Be careful, Cal, and good luck. Thanks, Marin. I owe you one. Marin walked out of the room, already distracting Grease. Cal walked back to his room, gathering his poncho and lightsaber. Once the coast was clear, Cal made his way out of the building. However, he heard a familiar droid-like noise calling for him. How did you get out? Cal whispered while bending down to his droid. BD1 looked at Cal sadly, his antennas now pushed down. Promise you won't rat me out, and you can come, he added. BD1 let out a gleeful chirp as he hopped onto Cal's back. All right, buddy, let's get this show on the road. Cal pulled his hood up as he walked down the streets, now entering the vast city of Coruscant. End of Chapter 1.